Good morning everyone. Today our topic is equations related to constant acceleration. When object moving with the constant acceleration, what are the equations they follow? Right? So the equations of constant acceleration motion. Generally, there is three equations. The first one is V is equal to U plus A. The second, S is equal to UT plus 1/2 AT square. And the third one is 2AX is equal to V square minus U square, in which U is initial velocity, V is final velocity, S is distance, A is acceleration, T is time. So generally there is three equations which are for the constant acceleration motion. They are most important because after that you have to use this equation in chapter number 9 and chapter number 10 also in some of the sums, right? Because generally some of the object are natural calamities are just occurs in a constant acceleration motion, where there is some of the motions is just related to that constant acceleration, and just because of that you have to use these three equations in that also in chapter number 9 and in chapter number 10 also. Not only that, you have to prove all of the equations. Each equations contain 3 marks in your exam. Each equations can be for 3 marks in your exam. Not only that, these equations are also coming in your 11th standard. And there also it has the same importance, right? The equation is just little bit changed. Like instead of U, you have to take it V0, while instead of S, you have to take X. Just the change is there, right? And the equations are that much important, right? Which are just important at here also, right? So you have to just remember these all equations, and you have to just give attention to these topics. You have to remember all of the equations. The first one, V is equal to U plus AT. Second, S is equal to UT plus 1/2 AT square. The third one, 2AS is equal to V square minus U square. Okay. Now we have to just obtain this equation with the help of graph. This equation, the derivation of equation is asked in your exam. You have to derive the equation, and for this derivation you get 3 marks in your exam. So you have to derive the equation V is equal to U plus AT. The first equation. The equation is V is equal to U plus AT. Here it is, V is velocity, U is velocity, A is acceleration, and T is time. Generally acceleration is constant, and just because of that, in the other side, one side of the is equal to its velocity and the other side is velocity and time. So this equation is known as velocity time relation. It is known as velocity time relation because one side there is velocity and other side there is time, right? Acceleration is constant. Okay, so velocity time relation. Okay, for this equation you have to derive this equation with the help of graph. So first of all we have to draw a graph for constant acceleration motion, and as you know that for the acceleration you have to draw velocity time graph. So at here I am drawing a graph which is velocity time graph. Here it is x-axis, here it is y-axis, and here it is origin. On x-axis you have to take time, which is denoted by us. The unit of time is second, which is denoted by t. And on y-axis you have to take velocity in meter per second. Okay, now we have to draw a graph. So, as you know that for the constant acceleration motion, the graph is straight line. In which the initial velocity is not zero. So, it is not started from origin. If it is started from origin, then you can say that at time t is equal to 0, velocity is 0. But at here, at 0 time, the velocity is not 0. So the initial velocity is not 0. If we give a name as an A, B. Okay, now just for what the time it takes, you have to take just a line towards the x-axis. On x-axis it gives you a time. If I am just giving a name as C, then it's a B, C. At here, a straight line from A. And at here I am giving a name D. And at here, the value of velocity for point B, I have to just extend towards the y-axis. So I am giving a name E, in which AB is the graph for constant acceleration motion. For finding the value of B, I am just putting down or extend that point towards the x-axis, which gives me a value of time. And for that time, I am just choosing a C. Not only that, for finding velocity, I am just extending towards the y-axis, while the y-axis gives me a velocity, right? And for that, I am just taking a E, right? At here, A is just for what we can say that just I am drawing a parallel line to the OC, which is AD, from A to BC. Okay, for making easy to derive this equation. So here it is our graph. Now I am taking a value. Okay, at here t is equal to 0. If I am taking a time t, at time t it reaches to this velocity. Then at here it is time t. The initial velocity is u. Initial velocity is u, and the final velocity is v. Initial velocity is u, and the final velocity is v. It's the value from O, right? T is, it means OC. The value of O to C is t. Value of O to A is u. Value of O to E is v. All the values are from O according to graph. As you know that in a graph, all the values means 1, 2, 3 is from 0, from origin, right? So here it is also the value from origin. O to C is t, O to A is u, and O to E is v. Okay. At here, I have to describe this figure, right? According to graph. According to graph, or we can write a constant here, a graph of constant acceleration motion, right? So according to graph, object, the initially object moving with velocity u. After time t, it reaches to velocity v. Acceleration for whole part is constant which is A. Right? Which is A. So here it is. According to our graph, the initial object moving with velocity u. So initial velocity is u. After that, in time t, it reaches to the velocity v. And during that time, when this velocity changes, the acceleration is constant, and which is A. Right? Now we have to prove the equation. For that, just look this line. What is it shows us according to graph? According to graph, what we can say that BC is equal to BD plus DC. Just look at here. BD plus DC gives you whole BC. So BC is equal to BD plus DC. Okay. As you see at here, the value of BC is not given to you, right? But the opposite side of BC is OE, right? So you have to take the opposite side of BC. BC means OE. It is the opposite side. So you can put here OE is equal to BD. Because at here BD, the opposite side of BD is AE. But the value is not given here. Because this value is from O to A. O to E, not A to E. V is the value for not A to E, for O to E. So you can't take a BD as a AE. Okay, so at here BD and DC. DC means opposite side OA. In short, you have to just convert all the terms in form of O. It should becomes with the O. Then you can easily put the value of it. If you replace BD, then it gives you A. There is no meaning of it. Right? So you have to convert it in a O, term O, right? Okay, OE. What is the value of O to E? It's a V. Here it is the value, right? Here it is the value from O to E. So you have to put the value, which is V is equal to. You don't know the value of BD because BD is it here, and OA is equal to V. So according to it, your equation is V is equal to U plus B. Now, according to your equation, V is equal to U. U does not have AT. Instead of AT, there is BD. So, there is acceleration. So, you have to find the acceleration with the help of graph. As you know that by graph, you can find acceleration by finding a slope of graph. Right? So, slope of graph gives value of acceleration. Slope of graph gives value of acceleration. So according to it, you can say that the acceleration is equal to slope, right? So acceleration is denoted by A, and slope. How can you find out the slope? As you know that I have said you have to take the 2 points of a graph. I am just taking a B and A and just connect it like that, right? If I connect it, then you have to take BD by AD, which gives you a slope. Always BD by AD, which gives you a value of slope. So A, BD. I don't know what is BD because opposite side of BD is AE, right? While the value of AD is OC in term of O, so you can put the value of AD, OC. What is the value of OC? It's a T. So it's a is equal to BD by, put this T in the other side, then AT is equal to BD. So you can say that BD is equal to 8. If here it is equation number 1 and here it is equation number 2, then you get the value of BD, which can be put at here. So value of equation 2 by putting value of equation 2 in equation 1. What you get? V is equal to U plus BD. Instead of BD, you have to put AT. So V is equal to U plus AT. So here it is our equation, which needs to be derived, right? Once again, I am just trying. Here it is, you have to prove the relation between velocity time. So you have to prove V is equal to U plus AT. For that, you have to draw a graph, in which graph should be a constant acceleration motion and the initial velocity does not have to be a 0. And just because of that, I am just starting this graph from point A, from some value of velocity, right? At that time, you can see here the value of O to A is U while the value of O to E is V. Value of O to C is T. So according to this graph, we can say that the initially object is moving with velocity U, and after that in time T, it reaches to the velocity V, right? At 0 it's U, at time T it becomes value V. And during that time, as you can see from the graph, it is just moving with a constant acceleration, which is A. From this graph, you can say that the BC is equal to BD plus DC. Now put the value of BC, means opposite side of it. And the opposite side of BC is OE. Put OE is equal to BD, because BD, the opposite side of BD is A. It is not in a term of O, right? All the values are according to the origin. So you can put the value of BD. Now DC is equal to OA. So here it is OA. Now put the value O to E is V, O to A is U. So V is equal to BD plus U. And just I arrange it, then V is equal to U plus BD. Equation number 1. Now we have to prove V is equal to U plus AT. There is no A. So I have to find the value of A. For finding acceleration, you have to take the slope of a graph. So acceleration is equal to slope. So A is equal to the slope, means you have to take a BD by AD. Right? So here is the BD by AD. You don't know the value of BD, so BD by AD. AD means OC, opposite side of it. So OC. The value of O to C is T. Put the value T. Just take in the other side of is equal to, then it gives you AT equals to BD. So BD equals to AT, equation number 2. Now just put this value in 1. What you get? You get V is equal to U plus AT. Now just watch it for some time, right? Because it is the most important topic for you. Okay? So just watch it. And you have to write in your book also. So it is one of the equation of constant acceleration motion. It is the most IMP topic, so you have to repeat it for 2 to 3 times. You have to watch this video for 2 to 3 times, then you can easily understand the whole theory and you can easily memorize it. Okay, so for today it is enough for. Okay, so now the another equations can be seen in the another lecture, right? Because it's a most important topic, so we have to see in the another lecture, right? Just you have to repeat it, right? It is enough for today.